and we have excess of up to, count it, 500 billion barrels. And because this is light sweet crude, those billions of barrels will cost Americans just $16 a barrel. That's enough crude to fully fuel the American economy for 2,041 years straight. And if that didn't throw you on the floor, then this next one should. It's from 2006. U.S. oil discovery, largest reserve in the world. Stansberry report online, 4/20/06. Hidden 1,000 feet beneath the surface of the Rocky Mountains lies the largest untapped oil reserve in the world. More than 2 trillion barrels. On August 8, 2005, President Bush wrote a directive mandating its extraction. Well, in 3.5 years of high oil prices, it hasn't been extracted, not a drop. With the mother lode of oil, why are we still fighting over offshore drilling? They reported this stunning news. We have more oil inside our borders than all of the other proven reserves on Earth. Here's the official estimates. 8 times as much oil as Saudi Arabia, 18 times as much as Iraq, 21 times as much oil as Kuwait, 22 times as much oil as Iran, 500 times more oil as Yemen, and it's right here in the western United States. How can this be? How can we not be extracting this? Because the environmentalists and others have blocked all efforts to help America become independent of foreign oil. Again, we are letting a very small and well-financed group of people dictate our lives and our economy. Why? James Bardis, lead researcher with this study, said we've got more oil in this very compact area than the entire Middle East. More than 2 trillion barrels untapped. That's more than all the proven oil reserves of crude oil in the world today, reports the Denver Post. Don't think OPEC will drop its price, even with this fine. Think again. It's all about the competitive marketplace. It has to. You think, you have to believe that OPEC just might be funding the environmentalists. I've believed that for a long, long time because I watch the news. And you see these environmental wackos in February protesting somewhere in the country. Then later in the month, you see the same faces protesting in Seattle. Then the following month, you see the same faces protesting in London. And it just goes on and on and on. How are these people able to travel around the world and protest the G7 summits, the World Trade Organization, and all of this? Where do they get their money? Where do they get their money? I can't do it. I couldn't take off work and go protest and throw rocks and pitch a bitch in London or New York or Seattle or in Boise, Idaho. I couldn't do that. And I don't think you could either, unless someone was financing your movement. Who's doing it? It all leads to one conclusion: OPEC. That's it. And even as many Americans still struggle to recover from the country's worst economic downturn since the Great Depression, another crisis, one that'll be even worse than the current one, is looming, according to a new report from a group of leading economists, financiers, and former federal regulators. In the report, the panel, which includes Rob Johnson, the UN Commission of Experts on Finance, and a bailout watchdog, Elizabeth Warren, warns that financial regulatory reform measures proposed by the Obama administration and Congress must be beefed up to prevent banks from continuing to engage in high-risk investing that precipitated the near collapse of the U.S. economy in 2008. Good afternoon. Welcome aboard. I'm Dale Summers, Truckin' Bozo, here on Sirius 147 XM.